Gotta de-rust, yeah, no doubt. Because it's like, you know, all that hot competition's hot on my tail. All right, how do I mash? Let's see how the club goes. That'll be ooh, mashing does not feel good. Fucking PSP, man. Look at this beautiful game. Beautiful music. Everyone's hair is just such high reso. Ooh, I don't like that. Lost some time right there, no doubt. Oh, that was sloppy. That was sloppy. Yeah, we're about a 3/4 of a second behind, fam. Not a good look. Reset. Yeah, what if I just played like Slim Shady the whole time? That'd be sick, right? Think maybe then people would watch. Probably not, right? Just play like you're blindfolded. That's easy. Estrella, what is going on? How you doing today? You need more tags. Dude, I don't know what tags to use. I was like, speedrun. And then I looked up other tags, and they were like, sorry, it's not a tag. I was like, what do you mean it's not a tag? You mean I can't just tag whatever the fuck I want? That's ridiculous. What kind of world is this? Where I can't just tag anything. Give me some tags really quick. Because, like, RPG, not a tag. Like, retro, I guess? Is that something I do?
Let me welcome you to my world.
Casual? Okay. Tag IRL. Oh, Ice Lion, my man, what is going on? Retro. Let's see if that's a tag. That's a tag at least. Oh, hell yeah. Let me see them hams, boys. Give me them ham. Alright, I added one tag of retro HGH. Hopefully that's good enough for you, man. What is going on, Iceland? How you doing today? You've inspired me, as well as, like, I have a podcast, The Frame Savers, that we're doing Parasite Eve, so should probably get back into the swing of things, yeah? There's no game sound. Oh, that's right, there's not. You watched the whole 5-minute video. Give me a second. Yeah, it's because I muted the game when we watched, like, that shit online yesterday. There we go. Now tell me if that's too loud. Don't blame me for this. You guys are extremely Like, the fault is on y'all, no doubt. So this should be good enough that we don't have to, this should be good enough that we don't have to take a hit from the first laser, but we'll see. Conservation. Yeah, the hand stays fresh. Hand stays fresh longer. Oh, it's a 5-hit fight. How about that? It's been a minute. Woolah, it sucks so bad. I've seen this opera a few hundred times. Yeah, 738 times to be exact. Probably more, actually, since that doesn't count marathons, but it is what it is. The ham is frozen because he used to say he was going ham all the time, and his name is Ice Lion. I can understand the relation. Speaking of which, Ice Lion, if you're still here, man, how was your stream? How are you enjoying the second iteration of this magnificent creature? The second game is fun to me. I'm not a big fan of survival horror and tank controls and whatnot, but it's a good looking game. And Aya's bottom half is so thick, bro. I was like, man, they really went overboard with the polygons on that booty. You know what I'm saying? Dude, she has like a horse's bottom, dude. For real, her two legs are like massive. The combat is so wonky. Yeah, it is pretty clunky. It was like, I don't know. It's almost like this pseudo Resident Evil kind of survival horror style of 723 is good. It's oh man, I know exactly what you're talking about though. Let's just say that the way the combat is built, it ends up like so many mistakes happen and misses and things like that because of like the nature of how the combat works. Like it frustrated me a lot. So I'm like, what? Come on, man. Why am I targeting that? And you got good tank controls, which I'm definitely big against. I do not like them. A lot of people swear by them, love them to death. Not this guy. Yeah, it definitely feels very unprecise. That's a... Damn it. That's a good way to put it. It does not feel precise whatsoever. When and where can we hear your podcast, Cameo? The Frame Savers, twitch.tv/theframesavers. The episode will be on October 14th at like 7 p.m. on Sunday. And then I don't know when it'll be released, like on SoundCloud and all their other stuff, but that'll be the live recording. Oh, that was really a good input. You should never die to the first boss 5 times in a good game. Shoot, that's true. I don't know. There are a lot of games that, like, especially with Square Enix, or just RPGs usually, where it's like sometimes the first area is like an event, and then you get the tutorial afterwards. You know? It's like you got hard fights, and then once you get through it, tutorial. This game is one of those games. The fights aren't that bad, but like, alligator's not kind. Awesome, man. Yeah, the Frame Savers are dope, and outside of, you know, they've had Bowie on, and Carcinogen, and all kinds of really, really great streamers. Speedrunners. Hey, man, I feel you. Thank you so much for the raid, dude. It's been a pleasure discussing things with you. And I thank you as well for renewing my interest a little in the game. I went back and watched your VOD, dude. So no lie, when you started fighting the bats, I was cracking up. And then when you when you ran past the console, I was dying, man. I was dying. I was like, oh, it's too late for him. What time for the blindfolded tomorrow? Probably as soon as I get off of work. So 6, 7 Central Time. Ah, wow, she was super kind. Oh, there's a reset. Really bad movement. We'll see what we end up at. I don't know, man. That wasn't that bad, actually. 1041. Well, that's not good, but I'm at 1% HP. Yeah, he put it on Twitter. He better. Well, let's see. I don't know. So my not a date rescheduled today and said we should reschedule, but she didn't say when. So I don't think it'll be tomorrow. And at this point, I've already committed to blindfold % tomorrow. I'll gladly drop a host tomorrow. Going to watch as much as I can. Well, man, it'll be. I'll be happy to have you, my dude. I appreciate you. But man, get to bed. Get to bed. Don't stay awake on my account. I appreciate you stopping by. What a flake. Yeah, I think it's because like that 3 months where I, you know, just pretended she didn't exist for no reason. Like I just stopped talking to her because I wanted to play more Parasite Eve. I'm gonna get bit. Oh, nice. Come out fast enough. Don't move! Getting stood up by a not a date. Yeah, that feels even worse, right? That just means my friends don't like me at that point. What? The fuck was that? What's he doing? Ooh, the double crit! The double crit. I would never stand you up. Oh my god, thank you so much. You're just so sweet. Yeah, the only way that frog dies in 2 hits is if you crit both times. It's pretty rare, but it's nice to see. It's refreshing. Chrono wood. Oh my gosh, I hate when I miss the door. It makes me so mad. I love the frog, dude. That's such a good emote. Ah! The rest is real. We're here to keep you company. Yeah, I was like, my stream is gonna... They're gonna want to hear about this. I'm not gonna win a PS4 code. That's true. I think we get this off where he hits us. Yep, we do. So, 1355. That's actually not bad. Double the chances to lose, no doubt. No doubt. Oh look, there's the bot coming through when it matters most. Dude, I know. My menus will... I literally will never be happy with my menus. Yeah, dude, cause that would be so sick if enemies in this game could hurt themselves. Could hurt each other, rather. My menus will never please me, as well as they're not super comfortable to do. Like, you have to be... Like, when I go on, like, Parasite Eve binges for a week or two, I get, like, my hands used to the PSP, but it's kind of stiff. At least for, like, the first hour of the first run, it's usually pretty bad. Also, it's freezing. Let's have a good alligator. One. That was too early. I wonder if I'm missing an offense right now. I wonder if I missed an input during that first menu. Guess we'll find out when we find out, right? That was a really good first phase, though. Nope, 9-13, that should be right. He's gonna slap me? That's lame. He's gonna slap me again, huh? So we lost probably a good 4 or 5 seconds in getting smacked around. But thank goodness that first phase went so well, otherwise that would have been an L. He very rarely smacks you in the first turn. Yeah, a couple of close calls on this day one. We'll see if we split green or not. Anything better than 18-25 I'm kind of fine with. Aya likes being slapped around. She is a dirty girl. She's like, I'm just, I'm not even gonna finish that. Drinking coffee at 9 o'clock at night, dude. What am I, insane? What the hell? Oh man, how appropriate. How appropriate. Maybe checking Facebook. Now I'm replying to Snapchats. Checking Facebook. I'm replying to some Snapchats. That's all. I think I wet myself a little bit. What the hell? When did I say that? Oh, I remember actually. Never mind. Snapchat equal PP time. Nah, it's not like that. Donger pics. Yeah, I do receive a lot of donger pics. What? Flip that one. Didn't expect that one, did you? Cutscenes are super annoying blindfolded. It's usually where I gather my thoughts. And I'm like, oh, that went well. I screwed that up. Just like that, except with, I don't know, less heavy breathing, I imagine. That's actually usually where all you hear is nut. Speaking of which, save your nuts for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Every nut is a single input you can have. This swap's not that bad, because the PlayStation or the PSP automatically in a disc swap situation will hover the disc swap option, so it's not too bad. I think the most annoying part in the blindfolded run is trying to go up the ladder in the sewer, because there's like no sound on that screen besides the sound of running water. It's a real pain in the butt. Got them saved? Exactly. Stress counting your inventory? Yeah, I know. I just, like, as a viewer, when I watched it, I was like, this is so lame. I'm just counting my inventory 20 times at every screen. Hoping to optimize that just a tad, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to hold on to one offense and one defense, and because junk gets put in between the two of them. Oh my god, what's happening? I should have just abandoned the medicine. I should have just said, deuces. The claw. I've been chosen. That's what it felt like. That part was super tense. Yeah. Yeah, the second guessing myself was what everything crushed me the most, man. Because I'm constantly like, no, that's not right. No, that's not right. And everybody in chat's like screaming, stop! It is! Prof inventory emote. I'm gonna make an emote of that face I made yesterday during the comedy show where it's like, oops. Remember when we paused it yesterday on that really weird face? Prof inventory. Yeah, we can see if there's something like that we can do. We just have to have an idea for it. Needless to say, I've lost about 6 or 7 seconds, I think, in the NYPD and just screwing up because I'm not paying attention. But there's time to save in Central Park. There's time to save at the end of the game as well. In Museum, a little bit. Especially, there's like probably 20 seconds of time save on day 6. Oh, Centipede, that's where it is. That's where all the time save is. There's like 40 seconds of time save there. If I just get an average or above average fight, we save time. My Centipede and my PB was terrible. It really like makes a huge difference if you get a quick kill on the split. Is it mitochondria? That's exactly it. How did you know? Routing for crosscode. Wow, that sounds awesome, man. Are you enjoying it? Also, thank you for the nut, my friend. Thank you for nutting. Sounds like it's gonna be a blast, though, man. Did I just go to Carnegie Hall? I'm a fucking idiot. I literally am playing worse than I do blindfolded at this point. Even though you're 5 levels lower than what you should have been. That's awesome, though, man. That reset. Yeah, I know. I'm really close to resetting. We'll see how, we'll see what time I enter Central Park. I mean, who knows, dude. I can probably have time for a single reset, but any more than that. If I get all the way to Worms, I don't have time to reset. So it's like, it's kind of a catch-22. I should have not napped today. Like an idiot, but I did. So... Yeah, so my favorite thing to do, especially in speedruns that I'm routing, is to see how far I can make it. See how far I can make it by just like skipping every encounter in the game and just not leveling whatsoever. And a lot of games, like, you know, that you can make it all the way without, you know, taking encounters. Some of them though, like Earthlock or White Knight Chronicles 2 and things like that, you really just can't. What? Phone? Fucking phone. Haven't you retired yet? Nah. Nah, I actually considered doing New Game and New Game Plus and Chrysler Building, but then I was like, nah. I don't want to do that. That sounds not very fun. Wow, that's weird. It's kind of like, so there's like an ability like that in Dragon Quest XI. Divide or whatever. Divide and then something lethal. Full lethal or some shit. What's going on, Crazy? How you doing today, man? I'm doing bad. I went to to Carnegie Hall on accident. It's been a minute. Tomorrow I'll be doing blindfolded though, so I was like, well, today maybe I'll just do a regular run. Just for the entertainment. It's always good to come back to Parasite Eve for a couple days and then realize why I never come back to Parasite Eve. Yeah, this is just regular ass Parasite Eve. No gimmicks today, my friend. I don't have anything interesting to do. Maybe we'll do Club Percent at some point this week. That's still one thing I've yet to do. I've also never sub-3'd on a console. I have a 3 hour, 6 second run is the best console time, I think. Still dying from this horrible cold? Man, that sounds brutal. I hate being sick. Like, I despise it. I drink like half a bottle of NyQuil and I just die for the day. It's generally my strategy. Crazy Awesome doesn't sleep very much, so that's definitely doesn't lend any kind of assistance to his sickness, that's for sure. I always love looking at that chalkboard. It's got just that lady's like stock photo up there. I always do that. I forgot the menu, guys. It went terribly. It went so bad. Oh my god, it went terribly. I either sleep, I either don't sleep, or sleep during the day. My body just doesn't let me sleep at night for some reason. That's because, you're a werewolf or something, man. Vampire, I guess, would be more fitting. The easiest way to sleep is to have a good wank. They did it on Mythbusters, I'm pretty sure.
Not.
Bust a fat nut. Or ASMR I found to be very beneficial. You think I haven't tried that? Think I don't nut myself into oblivion every night? We didn't even sub 30 enter the park, so I can't imagine that this turns out well. Oh my god. Have you tried actually doing it? I'll tell you what you do. You take a bunch of roofies. It's never failed me in the past. Too bad that pistol in that box right there is absolute dog shit. It'd be fun to use a pistol in the Central Park area. Everything but having sex with your father. Well, process of elimination, my friend. Aw, dude, I'm too far forward, aren't I? Ah! Everything is going wrong. That was a really good Zuki, though. Neither did yours. Oh! Zing! He set it up from the beginning. How badly do I want to reset right now? Pretty bad. I mean, this is a good decider, though. Like, if we get ammo, we have to, so... We didn't. So I'm over 11 seconds behind where I ideally like to be when I hit those stairs. I hate red splits, but in this game, like, it's just something I have to deal with. Like, there's... Oh, wow, and then the worst ATV imaginable. I think he's gonna be a tool and step before he attacks. I'm gonna eat all this damage. Dope. Probably gonna die here, honestly. That's fine. Relieve me of my burden. Watch it double crit. I'll be so pissed. Yes, come over here, buddy. Come over here. Yes! Yes! We have 9 HP, so... Oh, I'm too good, birds. I'm too good, you can't hit me. Remember when I forgot the Zuki and I couldn't see? That was a bad day. that was a not so good interaction. The Zuki, the famous blindfolded Zuki fiasco. Never forget. And then having to navigate all the way back and then return to the gate. That was a disaster. A light speedrunning joke I came up with, sure. Always. Why don't speedrunners like bowling? I don't know why. Because it takes an hour to advance in 10 frames. It's actually pretty well thought out, man. That's actually a pretty clever one right there. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a lot worse. Oh, she never says anything. What are you thinking? She has nothing to say. She's a dead baby. Oh, spoiler alert. Sorry. Gave it away. My bad. Stop! Time to skip the revive and die in the very next scene. The very next fight. No, you were poop. Yeah, that's actually mad funny that I never realized that, like, when you get to the sewers and you see that slime everywhere, she's like, oh god, it's everybody from Central Park. I was like, oh man, that's rough. And then Daniel's like, later on when you're fighting like the giant blob man, she's like, Daniel's like, is that my wife? And I was like, yep, afraid so. Like, he couldn't have been like, nah, you know, your wife was actually that pile that like fell off and splashed onto the street like back there, man. Like, oh, don't think of it that way. If you skip the revive, oh dude, I always skip the revives. I never pick those up. The only way to PB is to play YOLO as can be, my friend. So we're picking up nothing. We have 9 HP right now, so like the likelihood of us living through the 4 bird fight is pretty much 0. What's going on, Tens? How you doing today, man? I need good ATB. Oh, and that's not it, Chief. I think I'm dead right now. Nah, we good, fam. We got this. Whoop. So one more. Oh, bro, I'm too good at this game. I'm doing well. How about yourself? I'm doing alright, man. I mean, I'm playing Parasite Eve, so, like, obviously something went wrong to end up here. But outside of that, I'm doing pretty alright. Did you get a new car yet? What? A new car? When the fuck did I need a new car, man? When the hell was that supposed to happen? Oh, get the... Don't! Nice. Got a little lucky. I think he was a little out of range. I've had my current car for quite a while. Oh no, it didn't get totaled. I was in an accident, but it wasn't totaled. But they didn't pay for it. I had to pay for it. And like the insurances are now going back and forth at each other, but I was like, yeah, that's all well and good. But am I gonna get my money back? My insurance was like, yeah, it's just gonna take like, you know, a couple of months for arbitration. I was like, oh, that's cool. So long enough for me to forget about it and then be like, oh wow, all this money got deposited. Sweet. So that'll be a good day. Do we reset over 121? Probably not. It's too late. It's already almost 10 o'clock. We're gonna start worms pretty late, though. It's a shame. Just die. Yes! Dang it. Almost got lucky. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. Whatever, we'll deal with the junk in a little bit. So we're like about 15 to 20 seconds behind where I like to be. I like to enter worms at sub 40. Okay, 121 is on the table. What the hell? My TV just like blacked out. Did you guys see that on the capture card? He just like flashed. Like that was so troll. Step on this. From here. Ignore him. Ignore him. I think I'm too slow on that. 121, baby! 121, baby! Woo! My heart is going a million miles a minute. The 121. Am I still streaming? Oh man, 120. Okay, good. Nobody said anything, and I was like, great. It's over. 121. Wow, that's only like the 4th or 5th time that's ever been done by me. I don't know if other people have done it on stream or in runs. Wow, that's awesome. That was really good. I was really pleased with that. Oh, I'm not far enough to the right. I knew it! What? I was right in front of her! So slow Eve lost us probably, I don't know, 8 seconds. Wow, 121, that's crazy. I don't know if we split green on this though. We should. We should be splitting green here. Man, could you imagine? My dream is to get a run to submit with 121 in it. The only run that's ever finished with 121 in it was my console time, the 3 hour 6 second run. .121 is the fastest possible time anybody can ever do worms. The way that worms work is that anytime you kill a worm, when the next worms come up, yeah, 121 is the total time that it takes, a minute and 21 seconds. So what happens is when you kill a worm, the remaining gets stronger and more HP. When they go down and they come back up, they come up stronger. So the traditional thing is to kill two of them together so you never get the big worm. But if you can kill all 3 on a single turn, then you skip them getting stronger, them getting more HP, and it saves about 20 seconds on average, maybe a little bit more. But it's the fastest even TAS would be able to do it, just because there's no possible way for you to be able to kill all 4 on one turn. Like the amount of ground you would have to cover is too great. And it only works, like the timing is so tight that you actually have to have the reload animation go off at the exact spot that you need it to go off at. So that's why I reload to 17 bullets. So that I shoot the left worm, reload to give myself time to shoot the middle one without killing it before the final one has come up in the bottom. So you got like maybe a half a second to a single second of time you can lose in that before the strategy goes out the window. And you can only even attempt it if you have like decent ATB. So, and sometimes you get like a really ugly pattern or they come up without attacking. That happens every so often, not very often, but it's really, really hard to do. I've only ever been able to do it 3 or 4 times. And I was the one who came up with it. After like a 20-hour stretch of me just doing worms over and over and over and over again, listening to Marina and the Diamonds discography on repeat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is it's extreme, but it is like one of the few optimizations I've managed to find in the game where it's like this will save significant time. So every time I get it, I get so excited. My heart was beating a million miles a minute. You have to do everything exactly correct. The order is super important. What's going on, Bing? How you doing today, boss? Good luck. Have resets. Thank you. Now we're gonna die to Shiva though. Every 121 run dies to Shiva. I mean, 90% of the runs die to Shiva, to be honest. I'm doing alright. Just got 121. So I'm feeling a little froggy. I was like, oh, this run is average. This run sucks. I'm behind. And then I was like, oh my god, this is the greatest run ever. It's Parasite Eve in a nutshell. That is Shiva, so you can get a proper run in. Nah. If I die to Shiva, I'm gonna call it for the night. My favorite part in this game is when that cop right there says, if you can't speak English, go back to your own damn country. And then he bursts into flames. Could you imagine if you were racist, you just burst into flames? Talk about thinning the population, man. We would be bare bones as a people. You're drinking coffee and you're gonna call it if you rip? Yeah, probably. I mean, Shiva's like an hour and 10 minutes into the run, an hour and 8.5 minutes or something like that. Death to Shiva, run validated. Yeah, it's almost at that point it'll be like 10:20, 10:30, something like that. That's no bueno. Cause then a 3-hour run would put me at like what, 1:32 a.m. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I did take a nap, but it's crazy, right? So if I get home from work and then I nap. If I get home from work and then I nap, and then I play, you know, to make up, it's like, oh, I slept for 2 hours, so I should require 2 hours less sleep before work. It's not the case, man. I still wake up feeling like freaking balls. But it's super hard to fall asleep, like, at my bedtime, which is midnight. So I'll probably just wash my clothes. Eat some dinner. Dude, so you know what's crazy? Every time that the girl has bailed on me to come watch movies, the first one was the sub 4 Earthlock run, and the second one was a 121 Parasite Eve. She knew. She knew. She did it for me. Yeah, you know what's funny? So you guys will get a kick out of this, all you people who are like, it's a date, and I'm like, no, it's not. She was like, the reason she couldn't come over today is because she was having back spasms. And I was like, maybe it's me. Oh, God. Yeah, so she was like, she was like, today my back is spasming all of a sudden really, really bad. So I'm like laying on a heating pad. I'm going to have to reschedule. And I was like, who cares, man? We're just going to be, why? Like, your back is not necessary to sit on a couch and watch TV. And I thought about it and was like, oh shit, maybe it is a date. If back injuries are keeping us from continuing, maybe I'm not privy to something. We were telling you. I know. Shit, now I'm worried. So we will split. We won't gold, but we will definitely split green here. Sub 51 for sure.
Let me welcome you to my world.
She wouldn't have. You can't do doggy if your back's hurt. Everybody knows. Hey, thank you so much, Toshu. What is going on, my dude? How are you? Oh, we did gold. How about that? I don't know if that's true. I'm pretty sure I've done better than that. Maybe I just don't have my splits saved correctly. Who the fuck gets back spasms? Hey, you have a cold right now, bro. I'm pretty sure that you can't make fun of people. What's going on, Toshu? How you doing? Congratulations, by the way, are definitely in order. Can't wait to catch you guys on the big screen. Link, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for the raid. You came in at a good time, man. This is one of the... I'm 27 and I have a bad back. Yeah, I actually have such a bad back. When I went to the chiropractor, he was like, did you get in like an accident when you were little? I was like, oh no, dude, I just, you know, have really really poor lifestyle choices. It's probably what it is. Nobody has never not had a cold. That's what you think. I've never had a cold. I'm excited for you, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be dope. Watch me screw up this gun menu, and then have to reset after a 121 run. Oh man, that's nuts. Speak it into existence, and it shall appear. Nobody has never not had a cold. Yeah, whatever. That sounds like excuses to me. Why did I do that? Oh my god. I thought too much about it, and I fucked it up. Wait, do we have an extra tool? No, we don't. Where would we have gotten... Oh, I don't even pick up that chest anymore, so yeah, we definitely don't have an... That was awful. That was so bad. But it's okay. I forgot how bumpin' this OST is. I got an extra tool for you. Wow, it's feeling a lot like Kios' stream all of a sudden. His name is Maida. Yeah, no joke, man. Forgot about halfway through this game last year, but forgot about the game when I was out of town for 2 weeks for Christmas. That's fair. I forget about this game all the time until it rears its ugly head, sucks me in like a toxic relationship. Oh, I thought I missed the door. Oh my god. You thought I was going to get lewd with it, didn't you? Yeah, I did actually. You got me. Whip the llama's ass is something I haven't heard in years. The opening music whips the llama's ass. Dude, I've never heard that in my life. What the hell is that? Whips the llama's ass. That's crazy. What an interesting thought process. And somebody took the time out of their day to once be like, yo, this whips the llama's ass. And people around were like, that's it. I'm down with that. Oh, I missed what Toju said about something about chances. It's pretty cool they're giving us a shot since it's a big commitment. Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. I know that they've been trying to work in like one long game every GDQ. I actually think they should just do something similar to what ESA does, where it's like they have like a side stream where some of the longer, more obscure games or whatever can run in conjunction, and at midnight or whatever that stream turns off. I think that's a good way to like work in a lot more stuff. But you know, they've obviously got a recipe that's working, so I don't want to mess with it. Xano. I think that's how you say it, right? What's going on, man? Maybe I'll just call you Highwind. It's good to see you, man. How you doing today? It's from Winamp. When you open the program for the first time, it played an MP3 about whipping the llama's ass. Yeah, I guess. If it's from Winamp, then yeah, it's old as shit. The ESA second stream was pretty neat. Like Mantako did his run in 2 halves or whatever, and like that's a totally like real alternative to things like that, you know? But for the long games, I've just come to terms with the fact that it's like I'll submit to GDQ on like principle, but like it's one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, I don't even check the games list. Like, I don't even care until people tell me, hey, dude, did you see these people got in? And I was like, what? Dope. Because that's how little I actually have priority on doing something like that. Like, I probably couldn't even go. Like, I would have to choose between GDQ and RPG Limit Break. And, like, I'm not interested in like the network aspect of GDQ. I would much rather go to RPG Limit Break and live amongst my degenerate compadres. Someone else told me our run got in. That's awesome, man. See, that's what I would like. That'll be what happens to me if they ever are like, yeah, Parasite Eve. We feel like people won't watch for 3 hours. This is a good game to put in that time slot. Split up your run. I wouldn't be surprised, right? So Final Fantasy IX has been in GDQ in the past when Spike and QXL ran it, and I think they ran it in 2 halves then. And it was like, I'm trying to remember exactly where the second half began. I want to say it's pretty close to the middle. Maybe the end of disc 2 or something, I don't know. But yeah, I remember watching that like some years back. And it was split in half, and it did, like, it was, you know, it didn't confuse people, and it went well or whatever. Disc 1, Disc 2, and Disc 3, and Disc 4. That's what sounds about right. And it sounds like a good way to do it. Yeah, exactly. Like, I definitely, like, if I get in, like, I'm not trying to be like, I hope I get in. If I submit any of my games and they get into SGDQ, like, I'll either have to, like, really piss off my workplace and probably my financial consultant, who doesn't exist, but if they did, they would be tilted, because if I tried to make both work, it would be super stressful. And if I have to choose, I'm going to RPG Limit Break, whether I get a game in or not. Cataclysm, what's going on, man? How you doing? Bonsoir, my friend. How have the baguettes been treating you? And yeah, to Link's point previously, this soundtrack does bang. I actually have, let me see if I can find it. RPG, yeah, it is, right? It's not even about, like, see, that's the thing. It's like, people are like, you should go to GDQ, dude. You can't beat the networking. It's a big deal. But, like, that's not really something I'm interested in. Like, if I'm going to spend money and invest in going somewhere, I want to, like, enjoy myself and have a good time, you know? And RPG Limit Break, I know for a fact, it's just one of those places based on, like, the people that are there. Do we get clamp skip? No, we don't. Okay, so the run is not doomed. If we get clamp skip, 100% of the time, the run dies. So maybe we make it past Shiva, guys. We'll find out. Yeah, this song right here, I love it. I go to GDQ and talk to like 3 people. I think it's like, you get a lot of followers if you go to GDQ. It's really good publicity. Or the opposite is true. And they're like, yo, this guy is legit garbage. I can't stand him. Who let this much less successful Draco Malfoy come here and spew filth for 3 hours? It was a terrible decision. Yeah, clamp skip, so when you're mashing on that computer, nobody knows exactly why you do it or how it happens. But clamp, you'll skip the animation of clamp running to the computer and turning your monitor off. It'll just immediately cut to the next scene. I met so many people I didn't even expect at RPG Limit Break. See, that's the same thing, man. By the time I got to, when I got to RPG Limit Break, so the first thing is, like, I was worried at first, because, like, Kios wasn't there, who was going to be, like, my vehicle into, you know, hanging out with other people, because, like, I didn't really know anybody. And the first day of RPG Limit Break, it seemed like people from familiar communities were, like, you know, it was like, oh, we're Final Fantasy runners, and they all hung out, and, you know, we're Link to the Past runners, and, you know, and they did whatever it is they do, and stuff like that. And I'm over here like, I run Ni no Kuni, and there's literally 2 other people, and I promise neither of them are here. So it's like, it starts off very, you know, community sectioned, which is fine, and I totally get. Oh, we got iframes. And I just don't have communities in any games that I run, besides that beautiful French bastard here, and Quaz. But then by the end of the week, dude, everybody was friends with everybody. It was amazing. We were all cracking jokes, and people stood around me as I vaped outside. It was sick. It was really a dream. I want to hang out with Palmer. Doesn't everyone, except for the girl who stood me up tonight? Yeah, go to Limerick. All you gotta do is you know, they have boats in France, I'm pretty sure. We have no medicine? Yikes. Come on, encounter list NYPD. Well, there goes all our 121 time. What the? Oh, and then we got terrible gun luck. Please don't. Come on, come over here, buddy. Yeah, that's funny. So, the best part was when Mutt was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind vaping if there was like a coffee flavor. And I was like, oh, really? Because I have one in my bag. And I like whips out this coffee flavor I had in my backpack for some reason. And he was like, you gotta be kidding me. It's because she couldn't do doggy and didn't want to let you down. True that. That's obviously it. Obviously. Someone stood you up? Yeah, well, to be honest, it's kind of just a meme. It's a friend of mine who comes over once a week to watch movies, and she's a good-looking chick that I've dated in the past. But when we stopped seeing each other previously because I started running Parasite Eve, and she always wanted to hang out all the time, and I got tired of it. So one day I just decided to stop talking to her. It's so awful. For like 3 months, I ignored all her calls and texts and never said anything to her. And now when she bails on me, I'm like, you know what? I deserve that. That's fine. If I was really into Parasite Eve, what? I mean, come on now. Yeah, that was at the very end. You ghosted someone over Parasite Eve? I ghosted somebody over the fact that they just wanted to hang out all the time. I wasn't about it. It's gonna be good enough. Not ideal, but it works. Dump any chick for Polygon Aya too. Aya has never let me down, except for the 737 times I've not PB'd. But is it really her fault? Yeah, it is. She moves too slowly. Why does she run so slow? How can anybody resist her? See, and okay, so this chick is really good looking. Really? Oh, let me give you the story, right? Because it's important to know that it wasn't just her I was ghosting, but also a good friend of mine who set us up. What happened was, I moved back. I got divorced from my ex-wife. I had dated a chick about 1.5 years after my divorce. And then after we broke up, I went to, you're just such a piece of shit. I moved back to Dallas, right? And when I did, a friend of mine, a girl, she's like, you know what, I got this really good looking friend, she's single, let me set you guys up. And I was like, no, you know, this can only end badly. And she was like, no, I'm doing it, you gotta do it. And after like months of me being like, no, I'm not doing that, she was like, I already told her you're gonna be here tonight, so you gotta be here. And I was like, shoot, okay, fine, you know, whatever. So I go out, we end up hanging out, and then like, and then after like a few weeks, and this chick is like the big issue I have was she was like the nicest person ever. Like everything was nice all the time. She'd be like, how are you doing today? And I'd be like, oh, I'm doing pretty well, I guess. Or I'd be like, today's shit. She'd be like, but there's so much more time left in the day for it to be a wonderful day. And I'd be like, oh, okay. Or she'd be like, what do you think of this movie? And I'd be like, oh, I hate that movie. She'd be like, oh, but there's good things about that movie. I'd be like, oh my God, just let me be miserable. Please. Please. So I literally just stopped talking to her one day. She was like, you want to go hiking? And then I was like, that's it. I can't fucking do this. I don't want to go hiking. She's so much better about it now. I think that she was just, I don't know. I think that we didn't know each other previously, but I did ghost her, and my best, like, our mutual friend messaged me and was like, what the fuck, dude? Are you serious? Grow up. And I ghosted her too. I was like, well, now I can't talk to either one of you guys. And I think she's so much better about it now. I think she kind of like has an idea for my personality now, right? As opposed to, I think she was just trying to be nice and like, you know, people like nice people and everything, because she's completely different now. Now that we hang out as just friends or what have you. Do I not have any medicine? Well, this is gonna end badly. Oh, apparently I had some medicine. Yeah, I did. Fuck it, we're doing Shiva. Police positive. Well, now she knows. Like, when she came over and watches movies, she's not like that at all. So I think that it was just like this thing she was doing because she was also not used to dating and all this. I don't know. That's a long story. But she's super cool. And we get along swimmingly now. But at the time, everybody was like, you broke up with this gorgeous chick because she was too nice. And I was like, yeah, guys, seriously, it's not a... You make it sound so much worse than it actually is. I didn't have the heart to tell people I broke up with her, or I stopped seeing her because I just wanted to play Parasite Eve all the time. Alright, we're in kill range. Let's see if we get lucky. That's laser. We never got a laser. I mean, we can, but we didn't. No, Shiva, no! I don't think we died at anything. Oh, we're at a super bad HP total. Oh, nice! She skipped a turn and I was able to get the heal off. That was not a bad Shiva, my friends. We're not gonna split 20 seconds ahead though, but not a bad Shiva. It healed once. Whoo! That fight always makes me so nervous, man. We got really lucky with the damage rolls in that. I don't think we saw the AoE once. I think that's probably the first time ever in 738 attempts that I've not seen her do her move. Oh, you know what? No, we're going to probably split even or red because we did take an encounter, which sucks. Yeah, we're splitting red. Wow. After a 121. How about that? Still a lot of time to save a centipede, so we'll keep going. No, I don't think that the heads are tied to abilities. A lot of people think that. I don't know if that's actually true. I'm pretty sure I've seen every single ability come out, even with just a single head left up. I don't know. I could be wrong. All my runs kind of run together at this point. But it could be. Maybe one day I'll test it. I mean, we'll always have random targeting, so it's not like I'll have the luxury of choosing. But you're right, he did have like a 10-minute fight without any heals. Tense, my man, thank you so much for stopping by tonight. Have a great rest of the evening, my dude. Until next time, be well, my friend. But yeah, super cool girl with this... Yeah, it was, I don't know, people still, you know, when I told my roommate that we were, I was like, hey, Brianna's coming over, we're gonna, like, hang out, watch movies. He was like, oh, you finally came to your senses. I was like, no, it's not like that. No, me come to my senses? Come on. But yeah, Toshu, thank you. People need their space. Thank you. She was like, let's hang out all the time. Let me be super, super nice to where you're like, and then one day I was driving home from her house. I'll never forget it. So I'm driving home from her house, watching Primus do a run, hoping he doesn't beat my PB on my phone as I'm driving, and I get a text. So I see it come up above my Twitch on my phone, and it's like, let's do it again tomorrow, question mark, maybe hiking. And I was like, I can't do this. I literally can't do this. I can't hike. Like, hiking is just, like, I can only withstand so many negatives before it's just like, okay, enough. Watching streams while driving. Yeah, I know. But it was important, right? Primus was going to beat my PB. I can't remember if he did or not that night. I think he did. But then I answered back with a sick 1 second better PB. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Is like, I'm almost positive, she can't hike right now either, yeah, no shit. I'm almost positive the kind of person she is, the very supportive and nice person. If I said, hey, listen, you know, I just really like playing video games, I need a couple days where I just do that. She would have probably been like, that's totally fine, I get it. But I was like, no, obviously the best way to handle this is to pretend like I died. And never talk to her ever again. Which is what I did. Like now, if she was like, hey, you want to hang out? And I was like, nah, sorry, dude, I'm playing video games. She'd probably be like, oh, okay, that's fine. Tomorrow or some other day then. She'd probably want to watch you play. Yeah, so it's funny. When we first started seeing each other, or going out to dates and stuff, I told... I had like my Final Fantasy 9. I just started learning, what the hell? Final Fantasy 9. And this is before I even got into Parasite Eve. And I think it was the menu that we do at, I was practicing memorizing the menu you do before, not Ibsen's Castle. What's the other one where you fight the Ark? You do that big menu in there, and I accidentally sold the Angel's Tooth or whatever it's called, and ever since then I was like, I need to practice this menu. So she came over one day, and I was sitting there practicing this menu, and she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I have to practice this menu. She's like, oh, that's cool, and she like legit just sat there. Oliver, yeah, that's it. And I was like, you're really watching me do this? Don't you have any friends? You really have nothing better to do. Alright, so I think I had an encounter in the hospital in my PB. If we can make it through the hospital encounter list, I think we'll actually save time. Even with the encounter I took in the NYPD. She wanted to hang out with you. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? What's sadder, the speedrunner, especially that one, like not even, it's not even like the, it's not even like the Yana menu or anything, man. It was just freaking the crappy menu because I suck at it. Oops. Like, at least watch a good menu, jeez. We're all sitting here watching him play video games. Yeah, but this is Parasite Eve. It's different. Yo, I about died yesterday when when Mutski was like, He said something about like Final Fantasy. He's like, oh man, we should get all the Final Fantasy 1 small dick runners together or whatever. And then Poor Scythe was in chat. He's like, oh, sorry, Poor Scythe. And Poor Scythe was like, yeah, no, I don't see, what are you sorry for or whatever. I don't see a problem or something. I was like, oh, Jesus, dude, this is so sad. We are just the saddest bunch of people. Fucking love Poor Scythe. He's awesome. You see, Final Fantasy IX was the first game I actually speedran. And I had 2 runs die to freaking death guys. One because Meteor crushed me, and one because I forgot to heal everybody before I went into it. And then I had 1 die at Transkuja. And after that, I was like, fuck this, dude. So I don't have 10 hours nor the forearm strength for this nonsense. So I picked up Parasite Eve, and the rest is history. Now I'm famous, so, you know, what are you gonna do? Oh, come on! Run a good Final Fantasy, why don't you? I will literally never run Final Fantasy games ever again. Not that I don't like them, but I don't like them. Alright guys, if we get the Micro Uzi, it's world record status, boys. We're on world record pace. Micro Uzi is a big deal here. Let's see what it is. Three runs died at the end, and that's not even counting the runs that didn't make it to the end. I had other runs that I died, like when I sold the Angel's Tooth or whatever that weapon is called, or other parts where I died to fights I sucked at. Oh! Boys, the Micro Uzi. Wouldn't you know? Time to die right here. You literally cannot die to mixed men. I don't know if that's even possible. Mixed men are trash anyways. What? Oh, you know what? I didn't use BP. That was foolish of me. Come on, before the ball comes back. Thank you. I shouldn't have picked up the Cure M, dude. Are drops in the game random? To an extent. To an extent. Every chest is randomized. Every chest is randomized, but it's like within reason. So like that chest has a 50-50 chance to give you a Micro Uzi or the M10. There's a chest in Central Park. Most of them are 80-20, and usually 80% of the thing we want. I don't think there's a single chest where we're like, oh my god, it runs over for a 20% drop or something, you know? Thankfully. Jealous of your menu speed, man. These are, I appreciate the compliment, man. I feel the opposite right now. But yeah, a lot of times it's like you get ammo or a tool, or medicine 2 or a tool, or offense 1 or 2, and things like that. That one's a big one. Because Micro Uzi used to be a reset point until Primus, shout out to Primus, the absolute madman, came up with an awesome strat that got rid of the reset and made Micro Uzi and M10 almost identical. Well, now I was able to make Micro Uzi faster again by the Ice Bullets strategy that we all now use, which is only possible because of Primus's backup strat to begin with the M8000. I'm actually gonna take a bunch of damage here on purpose, just because I need to thin my inventory. Oh, well, great. Now I'm not even taking up damage. That's a bummer. Oh, the gun store isn't randomized. That's true. That's very true. Where's the resets I was promised? Have we not reset at all? Wow, that's surprising. I can actually die in this fight at this HP total. And that's the enemy you gotta worry about. That was a weird fight. Watch him grimace next menu. I always do, man. I hate menus. I feel like I can always do them better, and that I'll never do them well enough for me to be pleased. Alright, so this room, the next room, and then the room previous. So, then after this fight, we go through a cutscene and we go back 3 screens. Now those 3 screens, if we don't get a fight in a single one of them, we're in really good shape. We want to take damage here, pop medicine, in our inventory a little bit. Especially to guarantee that I'll at least have 1 inventory slot available for the card that I'm about to pick up. This is a bad HP total. Really good drops though. Not getting all the cure Ps or I know I have 1 cure M, but so far we're doing alright. Basement refight. No, I didn't. I'm 1 for 3 right now on refights. Yeah, 1 for 3. I took one, the very first one in the NYPD, unfortunately. That's why I lost the 25 seconds or whatever. Yeah, you only have 18 inventory slots, or 19 at this point, I think. So, it being taken up by medicine is both good and bad. So I'll let that fight do damage so that my vest automatically heals me with the medicine from my inventory, and it creates more space in my inventory without me having to like manually sort it, as well as healing me. But I'm gonna have to heal before this next, especially if I don't get any of the next encounters. The jelly fight's actually pretty punishing. This fight, the one that we just took, if we get the refight for that one, it's not too bad. Like, you can usually not die in that. Okay, we didn't. This one we can die in. And then the next one we can't really die in. Fuck! Wow, that's such bad luck! Okay, we're fine now. So what you gotta do is certain enemies in the game, they won't actually do their attacks. They won't actually do their attacks if they can't reach you to begin their animation of their attack. So what I did right there is I got that rat man stuck. That's not bad. That's a decent fight to take if you're gonna take any here. It's probably the best fight to take if you get one in the museum. But what I did there, you can do it with the bees that shoot the green goo as well. But I distanced myself from the rat man and made it to where he couldn't reach me, so he couldn't initiate his attack animation. And that kept him from doing anything. So that's something that, since I knew I was, you know, at risk of dying if that guy got a hold of me, it's kind of the way I decided to go about it. Generally, you want to distance yourself, you want to do the opposite and have the green goo guy to hang. This fight can kill you, but it shouldn't. So I'm going to heal just to be safe, but I want to make sure that I have Parasite energy for the next fight. Nice, so we should be fine now. Please don't give me the vest. Dang it! I dream of a world. I dream of a world where I go 0 for 6 of repeat encounters in NYPD in the hospital. I've had it before. You'll see my gold split is an encounterless hospital, and it's like really unreasonable. Welcome back, Cataclysm. Would you go get some teas and crumpets or whatever? I guess that's not a French thing. I'm running out of offensive French things to say to you. I need to think of some more. I need to Google some or something. Yeah, my PB has 1 encounter out of 6, and it's in the hospital as well. I can't remember which one it is. So we have max PE. Nice. He won't die, but at least he'll be 1 hit away, and maybe he... There we go. Nice. That's about as good as you can hope for that to go. Nice. Woo-wee! No, that's a lot of ammo, man. I should have just eaten it. It's okay. We usually don't have ammo problems, so. Tea and crumpets by a Frenchie. Vile, man. What's going on, King? How you doing? It's coffee and croissants. Is it now? Wicked smart. How can you stop thinking of ways to insult the white flag waving, snail licking baguette missiles? I don't know, man. I feel like I've exhausted them all. I need fresh, anti-French remarks. Oh, thank God it disappeared. Man, I hate you so much, Mixed Man. And I picked up a Cure M anyways. This next fight, there's not a whole lot of kill pressure. Snail licking, baguette missiles. Yeah, Cataclysm is the best sport on Earth. That's why we continue to tease each other. And also, when you run Ni no Kuni together, you kind of, oh, damn. That's just kind of what you do. Especially if you run it during the Ward era. If you've had to deal with Ward, then you have persevered a different hell than most people on this planet. Look at that super hot play. The frog bayonet. Ah, the classic ostrich strat. So I do my menu here. I need to make sure that I do it correctly. I didn't spin BP like an idiot, so it's time to do it now. It's gonna have to be good enough. I don't know if there's anything I left out. If you survived Ward, you deserve an award. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. If you, man, what an era of Ni no Kuni speedrunning. God, that was such a disaster. Bot request. Anytime text contains frog, the bot will drop a... Alright, I'm down for that. I'm sure I can figure that out. If HGH can put clips and quotes, anything is possible. What's going on, Barbie? How you doing? I think we need to have the spider dead by like 132.20 or 133, something like that. I can't remember this, in order to be able to be even. I mean, there is a way. I'm sure. I'll have to look it up. Oh god, the platoon. Yeah, we don't even talk about that. That's actually like a disgusting era that we're quite ashamed of. I did that once and was like, fuck this. I'm literally never doing this again. And then lo and behold, Quaz was like, surprise, you never have to do it again. And I was like, God bless you, you beautiful bastard. Wow, that's a really clean phase one. Really clean. Nice. So we should be safe to do one more attack and then energy shot. Oh, we don't even need to. I rolled high on crits, so it's even faster than energy shot. Wow. Really good spider. Holy shit, that was a really good spider. Yeah, so is Zane still in chat? Zane is actually routing crosscode, and I know there are runs of it being done. It looks interesting. I mean, it's obviously not my style, but it's a pretty interesting looking game. The platoon is a legend by now, only told in the books. Yeah, well, funny enough, Platoon is part of the route for Ni no Kuni on the DS that I included. But it's way easier. No such thing as a good spider. Man, that's deep. That resonates deep, my friend. My blindfolded percent spider was excellent. I can't remember it, to be honest. Yeah, Ni no Kuni DS, man. I can't wait to do runs of that. I just gotta borrow Ghoul's 3DS. I have the entire game routed, but my computer is so bad that it can't run that emulator without like just tons of bad side effects. Lag, audio desync, all kinds of stuff. It's a nightmare. But the game is beautiful and it's super, super fun. It's like hardcore turn-based. Drippy gets to fight. So, I mean, like, you already know the shit bangs, right? I mean, he's useless, but, like, you just gotta come to terms with that's just Drippy. It feels very Drippy, man. So one time, early on, probably in my first 50 or so attempts of this game, I finished Spider, and then I came into this fight with such low HP that I died. Nice! Cure him, that's lame. Yeah, Drippy fights. Yeah, he does. But the RNG in that game is seeded, right? So as long as you just do all the inputs the exact same way, you'll literally never lose. Let me at him. Drippy the legend, man. Turn my swag on. Turn my swag on. Why is this song in my head? Thanks a lot. Is the DS version a different game entirely? It is, yeah. So basically what happened was the DS game came out first. Or it came out before the PS3 game. Technically, their first game ever was a mobile game called Motorville something or other. But aside from that, the DS game did come out first. Well, this can't be right. There's no way I'm this far ahead. I feel like I'm missing something. Anyways, yeah, the DS game came out before the PS3 game, and it's turn-based, grid-style action combat. It's very, very cool. The story is mostly the same, so there's a lot of similarity. It's almost this exact same story, but imagine Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch with none of the White Witch stuff. So, like, the end boss is Shadar. There's a couple extra bosses. There's a couple different places and things like that. But ultimately, it's a very similar game, but it plays entirely differently. And it's beautiful, man. It's so cool to watch because the way they did it is that they, like a lot of the screens on the bottom and the top are like one piece of screen. Wow, dude. With an encounter, I almost gold split this. This is nuts to be this far ahead. And there's 40 seconds of time save at Shiva, dude. Fuck me, dude. I'm such an idiot. Now now we're less ahead. No, 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 I'm so stupid! Now there's even less time save. Squandering time. Now to think of a creative way to blow it. It's too late, my friend, it's already happening. Tweener, what is going on, man? I don't even know how to exit Chinatown, dude. I forgot I have the micro Uzi because I literally never get the micro Uzi. Well, let's just forget that 30 seconds existed. We'll never be seeing that 30 seconds again. At least we get to skip the Chinatown cutscene. Oh, we don't. We watch it anyways. Oh, never mind, guys. That's what she said. Not tonight, she didn't, because she didn't show up. They hide a chest behind a move. Yeah, they do. And we didn't even get quick draw, dude. I should have just skipped it. Yeah, I know. 2 Chinatown cutscenes is awful. I can't believe I screwed all that up, dude. That's like at least 30 seconds just pissed away for no reason. What's going on, Warla? How you doing today, man? Oh, come on, dude. I knew that was gonna happen. At least he's being kind and coming to the top. What a shitty list of quotes I have, man. But there is still 40 seconds of time save at Centipede. Like, we could have been on 254 pace, leaving Centipede. And now, that's not definitely not an option. I can't believe I'm this far ahead, dude. The spider was that... It was that good of a spider, even with the extra encounter in the hospital. That's crazy. This is the product of 121, my friends. Dude, I've never submitted a world record with 121 in it. If this run, I'm saying it now, guys. If this run finishes in PBs in a 255 pace or better, I'm never doing a run of this game ever again. It's retirement for me, fam. Because at that point, there's nothing to do. That was so creepy. Confirmed death at final boss. Well, I was on world record pace the other day and I died to fucking the last Eve. After tweeting about the PB. Whoa, why that felt like it took forever, man. Well, lost probably 15 seconds or so there, no doubt. 0. Oh, please don't give us this fight. Please don't give us the next fight, or we lose everything, man. If we get the double bat snake fight, it's over. You got hit after, but it should have. It doesn't stack, right? No, we didn't get it. Thank goodness. That's like the worst fight in the whole game, dude. It doesn't stack. Like, it doesn't refresh itself. And it lasts 4 turns, technically. And we didn't get this fight either. Wow. So we are, what, 2 for 8 right now? That's pretty good. Now, you can get hit as many times as you want, but as soon as it wears, don't get hit again. Some MMO this is. Shittiest MMO, dude. This is the worst screen in the whole game, blindfolded. Because you don't hear footsteps, you just hear rushing water, so you have no idea where you are. Please, please, please. Got a lucky. But he didn't die. Warbragabra. I really hate you guys sometimes, man. I really do. I gotta pee. This is the people from Central Park. There's Daniel's wife. I see her right there. Damn. Every time I go to the bathroom during that scene, I'm like, oh, this pee is taking too long. And then I get back with my pants slightly moist. And I'm like, oh wow, I had time. Gotta go shower, keep getting that luck. Yeah, hopefully, man. One day you'll get banned because you'll be hanging out as you run back. Yeah, actually, so there's been times that I've worried that I didn't turn my webcam off and you can see me in the bathroom just peering over the round of the door with my freaking John in my hands. Just been like skipping cutscenes and Nino Kuni, just letting it all hang out. And realizing that I accidentally like got rid of the game capture. Oh, what? Instead of the video capture. Twitch has shown worse. No doubt. No doubt. And actually, like, who's gonna report me, right? Didn't they show Naruto? Damn. Damn. Who's gonna report me? In fact, that might be my most popular clip. Might be the most popular stream I ever do. Who knows? People will be like, oh, look at that guy. I don't know what my medicine count is at right now. Should we grab this for safety? I imagine so. Invisible walls! I report you every day. One of these days, man, it'll stick. Don't worry. Come on, quick draw. Yes! Nice. Okay, drop Peter P. Alright, if we get a really good centipede here, we're in good shape. I really butchered that angle, but... we'll heal in medicine. Let's do it, please. Quick draw first turn. Don't poison. Easy. Damn it, he's splitting the turn late. I want that piece. So because I used haste, or I rolled low. Holy shit. That was a good fucking fight. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. Just Ric Flair woo. Is that what he does? Man, that was a fire fight. Even without the quick kill, that was so good. My guesses on where the centipede was going were pretty on point. It's actually all he does. Really? And before a disc. Which gun? Yeah, we got the good one. We got the micro Uzi. So now we have ice bullets. So everybody can listen to that beautiful symphony of goosh, goosh, goosh every time we shoot something in the museum. It's like the worst fucking sound. Do we get this refight? Okay, that's fair. Oh, piss off. Imagine dying to this fight. That would feel so bad. Yeah, you just heard it right there. We're about to hear that for a fat minute. Until the M8K. Simmer down. Still a lot of game left. You died in a lot of different screens in this game, man. Act like it doesn't matter. We're really close to me never having to play this game ever again. Wouldn't that be something? Dude, could you imagine breaking free? Is tonight the night that my soul is freed from the terrible clutches? Man, that would be something. That would be something. Don't talk so dirty. Oh man, I'm running at half chub just thinking about it, dude. Never play it again. Free the shackles that bind me. Watch me die to not with double Chinatowns. That's so true. Fucking the double Chinatown strat. 254 is possible, but like I don't realistically ever see that happening in a run. A low 255 is like it's a dead game at that point. Any percent is dead. And I will say that. I will say that. I hope you guys know. Fucking devil Chinatowns. Feels so bad. We didn't get quick draw again. I'm not getting in front of them. I've learned my lesson. What? Not gonna lie, guys, that was sweating it. Alright, double raptor is what we want to see here. That's not cool, but it's whatever. Oh, that beautiful sound. That's the sound of PBs, my friend. Dude, that's a lot of ammo I've given up. Dinosaurs? How the hell did dinosaurs get into this museum full of dinosaurs? He says this if he fucks up a possible 254 time. I did, you're right. Oh wow, I really butchered that. Take it. Is ice actually useful? Yeah, it is in the museum because raptors and armadillos are weak to it, and everything else is neutral to it. So you don't lose anything; you only gain. So you can save a little bit of time with every raptor fight, but you can save a lot of time if you get the really lucky enemy makeups. So there's a couple different fights where it can be like either 2 raptors or 2 armadillos instead of a pterodactyl and things like that. So if you get the fights with more enemies that are weak to ice, then you can save even more time. But it's really hard to quantify the actual time saved because the enemy's compositions can change. No full cure? Now we got a full cure. That sucks. I put acid on a gun. Yeah. See, that's the thing in this game. Please don't get it. Nice. In this game, you can actually put acid or whatever, or fire or ice and what have you. Like, for instance, Eve, the last Eve fight, she's resistant to ice. So you actually do less damage. Which is why we swap out to the M8000. Because the run used to be that you finish the game with the micro Uzi, and then we found out that the M8000 is just as fast. And once that happened, we were able to be like, well, the M10 is viable then. And then I was like, well, we can actually just use the M8000. Okay, so this is a good example. You can get 2 or 1 enemy here, and we got 1, and we killed them in 1 turn as opposed to 2 or 3. Because we crit 3 times. That enemy has exactly 300 HP, and we did exactly 300 damage, so. Feeling pretty long in the Johnson right about now, boys, not gonna lie to you. The M8K does fucking slap, dude. It does. It goes so hard. Like, it is so strong, man. Especially with the way we spec out our BP these days. It's disgusting, bro. Its DPS numbers are just ridiculous. So when I first started running the game, Primus was... Everybody used to just dump all your bonus points into damage. And Primus was working on trying to do it with active... Damn it, I didn't jump. I need a sword here. I should have BP'd, but it's whatever. And then eventually I was like, there's gotta be a way to find the min-max of ATB and damage. So I broke that down, and that's the route we use now. Man, I've gotten really unlucky with quick draw. Especially after... You gotta be kidding me. Especially after what I did, where I fucked up quick draw. Where I went to Chinatown twice, I should have just skipped it, dude. Wow. So the reason that I inventory there is because we get medicine force from that fight and this one in this chest, and we don't want to have to drop any of it. Yeah, that was not a good little screen right there, but it's okay. We can still save time. We should be still decently ahead, so. Oh, this is the worst fight to get here, though. This is probably a 20-second time loss of a fight, depending on how bad it goes. You can either fight these 4 enemies or a single pterodactyl, which takes 3 turns. So that was my 3rd turn. My 4th turn. So yeah, a lot of fucking turns. You gotta be kidding me, dude! That's a rough fight, man. That was bad. And then here we can get pterodactyl or raptor. We get pterodactyl. That's good. See, pterodactyl only took me 2 turns, and that previous fight could have taken that same amount of turns. It took me like 6. It's crazy. At least we won't be running into the issue where we're worried about being level 33. We should be easily level 33, and then some. What's going on, Gatsby? How you doing, man? Yeah, exactly. No doubt I'll have Liberate. Not a chance we'll miss out on that bad boy. I've actually gone under and moved to day 6, and then been like, oh, I don't have Liberate, Jesus Christ. And then lost a PB as a result. Woo, I made it. You want to heal what medicine here and drop BP. Holy shit, that's so much medicine. Ooh. We don't have a lot of ammo, dude. I've dropped over 45 ammo in this run, and that's not good. Better hope that this is a scorpion fight. Okay. Thank you so much for the love, my friend. Watch his reach, dude. He'll hit me from there. Oh, no, he's gonna use poison. Which is also not good. Shit ton of damage. You can get caught by multiple waves of poison like I did in the previous Scorpion fight, and it is not pleasant. We'll just have to take... We need ammo too bad. I can still strip some of my guns before I do the menu after T-Rex. Until we get 2 enemies here instead of 3 for the sake of ammunition. Never lucky. I don't want to pop a medicine 4, but I'm also not super against it. Wait, I can't actually pick up all that shit. That's too much. So we really want the single armadillo. Okay, that's good. That went pretty favorably considering how many misses there were. I'm really low. Do I drop a heal 3 here and not have energy shot is the question. Yeah. Or no. I got a better alternative. Come on, get over there before they start splitting. Oh, nice. Right on top of each other. Nice. Oh, that's a lot of ammo. I needed that. The anime of the year is coming on the 6th. What anime is that? Is it Honey or whatever that game is called? The anime. Pingu in the City. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, 60 ammo drop is freaking massive. And I can still strip all my guns, so we should be okay. Pets Cats 3, Pingu in the City. Oh, damn. Consider my interest peaked. Oh, man, that was such good movement. So, just to give you an example, I think in my PB, I hit this next cutscene at like 2:01:40. Or something to that effect. Read that. Read what, Benson? I'm an exotic dancer. How do parties, birthday parties, private dances, bachelor parties, and etc. Etc. spelled E-X-E-D-R-A. Vincent, where did you find this genius? What the hell? Is that on Bumble? What the fuck? Etc. That sounds like a migraine medicine. Etc. instead of etc. It's so crazy that she ended up an exotic dancer. My God. I have a friend that's a stripper, and she is incredibly talented and makes shit tons of money, so I'm not slighting strippers, but come on. Alright, no repeat encounters, please. Definitely not this one. Okay, we're good. Etc. the Forbidden One. Oh, hell yeah. An over-the-counter for learning disabilities. Flawless. Okay, we need a sword before the door. We got none of the repeats, though, so that's really good. well. I like when I type in P into my address bar on my phone, and the first thing is speedrun.com/PE, and then the second one is Pornhub. It's like, goddamn, my priorities are askew. They are so skewed. Wow, I shouldn't have looked at my PB. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. You ever cook something and it turns out shitty, but you keep the leftovers anyway because you're an idiot? No. Because pizza rolls never come out shitty. Bang. Is the third option Parasite Eve porn? I've actually never looked into Parasite Eve porn. I'm not big on cartoon porn, to be honest. Like, I just can't get with it. I'll sit there with a soft drippy, if you know what I'm saying. No tidy tears will be released from that bad boy that day until I switch to something a little bit more realistic. So the question now is, do we resort to really overly safe play? No. We're PBing big, damn it. Which is exactly what I would say before my run dies, but we'll see how it goes. Come on, Clamp, give me the key! Yeah, no, dude, if I, right now, I'm 2 minutes ahead. Now I'm less, but that's fine, actually. If I PB it while maintaining this pace, there's nothing, unless somebody gets the exact same run with better RNG and they don't go to Chinatown twice. Which is realistic, like that's actually a lot of shit you could improve on now that I think about it, but man, nobody's gonna be willing to do it. This could be me being free from this game for forever, guys. I think that's what's important. How's that armadillo still not fucking dead, man? I feel like that fight was slow. Wait, the date got canceled? Yeah, it did. It did. Okay, this is actually a way dangerous fight. So, if I have to drop a single heal, I will. But I should have full Parasite energy to energy shot right off the bat. If quick draw comes through, it's going to be big. And it did. Yeah, excellent. Sweating, man. Sweating! Popped a molly, I'm sweating. Except I didn't pop a molly, I just went Parasite Eve in my room. Can't get hit with shit like that, especially when he's about to charge. safe is for pussies. Dude, we're rolling so high right now. Booyah, bitch! No heals to speak of, my friend. Will you ever be free? The Chinatown will haunt you? Yeah, it will, you're right. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's a good question. Yeah, I think so. Until somebody starts doing runs, I think I'm done. I said that already. Like, I'm still the only person that's doing runs. I don't know, we'll see. It is Parasite Eve. It's my first love. The first game I really cared about speedrunning, the first game that I did well on, and it's probably the game that most people know me for, and it means a lot to me. That's why I've done 100%, and blindfolded, and all bosses, and, you know, all these stupid-ass meme categories, just so that I can play the game again. But I don't know, man. We already have fucking Gene here in pre-raise. Oh, those iframes, though. What? I missed an input? This is really good T-Rex RNG. And I'm baiting the fire so well. I've gotten 2 rounds of iframes. We're gonna forfeit another turn of heal. If he dies in less than 4 turns, it was a waste of time, but... No, it wasn't a waste of time, it was a smart decision. Boy, that was such a good T-Rex! I didn't check to see if I was 33. That was a mistake. When he starts shooting stars, I don't know. I think the stars are a positional based thing. I think that if you stand on the left side, or like on the either side, like right on his feet, right around his chest region, I think he shoots stars. I didn't equip it, did I? 3.8k away is perfect RNG if I can not get this fight here. Yeah, I didn't, my date is canceled. So we got, it's gonna be perfect. I think, I can't remember. Hopefully this fight gives me 4k. I think it gives me 4.1. So we better get 33. We better get 33. Or else we probably piss away a fat PB at that point. We either take the minute and change time loss from not having liberate, or we take the 30 to 45 second time loss or more by going and fighting an extra fight. What the fuck? I've never even seen this fight here. Oh man, I don't know if this gives me enough EXP. I've never seen this fight! This is some Parasite Eve shit to have happen right here, boys. We leveled up! We leveled up! Praise! Praise! 212, almost even. I've never seen that fight. In 700 attempts, I've never seen that fight. That's crazy. 212 even, so let's go see what time we entered. I know, man, isn't that crazy? $212 even, we hit that door. Let's see what time I entered that door on my PB. Will you stop running Parasite Eve if someone else starts running it? No. If somebody, like, I'll stop running it if I get a good enough time. But if somebody start, like, let's say I get a low 255 today. Like, let's say my 256, and I'm not super interested in running the game, but somebody else gets a really good time, a sub 3 time, and is considering going for world record, then I would play again because it would give me that, you know, basically a reason to do so. And I would be about that. You know, that would be exciting and it would be fun. I would have a reason to play the game now. Basically now it's just like, sometimes I get bored and I'm like, oh, we should go play Parasite Eve because it's 3 hours long and, you know, I can fit that in before I go to bed. But if I get a low 255 now, or even a 254, I mean, the game is pretty dead. Nobody's gonna try to beat that, even though there are the obvious double Chinatown. It's probably the whole Chinatown section was probably 30 seconds of time lost. There's 2 fights away from being perfect. Well, no, it's not. It ended up being perfect in the end. You can get better fights though, so there's a little bit of time there. But 121 worms is massive. It's massive. So I'm almost exactly 2 minutes ahead right now. With time to save at a riskier UB3 and 4. A riskier UB2 and 3. 3. Riskier UB3, I think. Where will you be when diarrhea strikes? Who knows, man? I'm lactose intolerant, so I can only eat a certain amount of dairy a day before it's like, it fucks with me. What time tomorrow? Probably as soon as I get off of work, so, you know, I imagine I'll kick stream up at 6:30. That should give me ample time to be able to do an entire blindfolded run, even if it takes 5 hours. It shouldn't. If we do finish, which is unlikely, then it should be a better time than my last one, just because of obvious improvements, but... Yeah, so I can either, like, I have to choose when my day starts. I'm like, if I eat this bowl of cereal now with actual milk, then I can't eat anything cheese or whatever base for the rest of the day. Now, if I go to work and they're like, here's some free Chuck E. Cheese pizza, I have to be like, alright, this is my cheese, this is my dairy's worth for the day. And then if I take a pizza home, if I eat it, I just have to be like, well, I know I'm about to just not be in good shape. Sometimes I just come to terms with it, and I'm like, whatever. Yeah, personal choices, right? You gotta make some choices every now and then. Like, what's worth more to you? This is what happens when I nap. My hair gets all wonky. That's better. Just screw it up. I don't care. You mean nut milk? So that's what I think. I should do almond milk. My roommate is big on almond milk. I should do that for sure. Just because I love cereal so much. My girlfriend is also lacto. Yeah, it sucks. Like, I was never my whole life, but then one day I just started like getting really, really bad irritation from it. I was eating like 9 bowls of cereal a day, and then I was like, man, for some reason I don't feel good after I eat 9 bowls of cereal. Why? Somebody explain this conundrum. And then I was like, well, maybe it's too much cereal, sugar, what have you. And then I eased up on it, and I noticed it got better. And until I started a better diet than that, less dairy-based diet, probably not really better. But, and then one day I noticed when I ate big, huge bowl of cereal and some pizza previously in the day that I was like, wow, I'm in a really rough shape. And it dawned on me. I was like, you know what? I bet you can become lactose intolerant. I bet you can grow into it. So I asked somebody who is a credible source, and they were like, oh yeah, totally. You can absolutely grow. They actually told me, they're like, you know, humans are not actually made to drink other animals' milk. You just, when your stomach is strong and healthy and young in most cases, they're like things that you shouldn't technically be eating, it still is able to handle without much issue. But as you get older and that ability becomes weaker, then you really start to notice it. And I was like, son of a bitch. You're lactose intolerant, exactly. God damn it, King. I'm not even gonna read that. Need to eat more pineapple. The classic pineapple diet. Or tit milk. Fight me. I don't know if tit milk is really that acquired of a taste. I mean, I don't know. I've never tried it, or at least not since actually, I was bottle fed my whole life, so that's most of what's probably wrong with me. I think we can probably blame on that. Alright, man. Don't die at Eve. My last run died at this Eve fight for no reason. So, I mean, it was a good reason. I sucked. So let's not have that happen again, please. Not on a run of this pace. That's why I do too, Chrono. Basically, that gives me an extra meal a day. So if I eat dairy for lunch, pizza for lunch or whatever, if I take a lactate, then I can then also have it for dinner and probably get away with it. Bottle feeding leads to heroin and speedrunning confirmed. You're goddamn right. Wow. What a lengthy life in 25 years. Heroin and speedrunning. Two of the most degenerate acts a single human can even participate in. And I managed to knock them both out before I was a third of the way through my life. Hell yeah. Well, I don't know. That's pretty generous. Third of the way through my, assuming I'll live to be 75. Lactate sounds like it'd be some kind of medication that helps a girl lactate. It does sound like that. I blame bottle feeding for why my body is weird. I like to blame bottle feeding for a lot of my issues. Whether or not it's founded is completely irrelevant to me. I'm just like, wow. Somebody wrecked into my car today. Thanks a lot, Mom, for not loving me enough to breastfeed me. But yeah, my parents were both military, so they worked like really crazy hours and stuff, and I was always babysat when I was like an infant. HED. Oh shit. Wow, really? That's crazy. He had to have bottled milk. I guess that makes sense. I'm trying to think of like how much different that would be without the roof of my mouth. All the things I couldn't do. Like it's hard to imagine because I have the roof of my mouth, you know? You know, dude. How many chats are you banned from? I don't know, man. We tolerate him pretty well. He's a welcome member of this community. He's to blame for the Nino Kuni and Parasite Eve 100% bullshit as well, so. I'm actually banned from Rain Ads chat, which pisses me the fuck off, but whatever. We are pretty lax. We are a pretty easygoing squad here, no doubt. Think of asking the ban at least 3 times. We've never had real issues in this chat. Not anything that, because everybody is so used to each other that we're all like, whatever, you know? Like, that's just what that guy does. And we're cool with that. We've never been big enough or had enough, like, be like, ooh, that's kind of not okay. And I blame myself for most of that because some of the things I say are questionable. So it's really hard for a lot of people to come in here and say worse. I pay to be here? Yeah, no doubt. Wow, this game is beautiful. When Final Fantasy 15 came out. That is a pretty egregious lie, so. Banned for a compliment. Yeah, but it was in bad taste. I'm only here until I get one of those Earthlock PS4 keys. Why do you think I rigged the election, my friend? One of us. You're a bitch. I gotta heal here. I'm in kill range, unfortunately. God, that sucks! This is going terribly! Please jump to the middle. What a weird phase, man. What a weird phase. I hate being confused because it moves your D-pad in wrong directions. It's so freaking annoying. Yeah, she always grabs me right off the bat, too. It's pretty unlikely that she shoots like that, which is why I ran away like as soon as the fight started, but whatever. That was a really not clean Eve. I should 100% not be grabbed at all during that fight, but you know, it is what it is. And having to heal is like some straight up bitch shit. I'm actually a fan of that. So we're gonna lose time here. We're not gonna be 2 minutes ahead. That fight was too bad. She'll definitely be dead after that. I pumped way too many shots, right? Yeah. Warble Garble. That's a good one, man. That's a good one, no doubt. Man, we lost so much time. There's no way I was 2 minutes ahead then. There's no way we bled that much time. The fight didn't go that bad. Oh wait, we're still 2 minutes ahead. I miscounted. I thought we were 3 minutes ahead when I said that instead of 2. Yeah, whatever, man. So we're still pretty far ahead. This could be a 254 if I have really good day 6. Hurry up! Hurry up! Maybe not. Maybe that's a little bit overshooting, but we gotta make up 18 seconds. Melt faster, I know, right? That's what I'm saying. That heal cost me probably 3 or 4 seconds. Getting grabbed twice cost me probably 8 seconds. I got grabbed 3 times. Still probably 8 or 9 seconds. I don't know what my ammo count is at. I wish I would have paid closer attention to that. Oh, yeah, Chinatown definitely cost me at least 30 seconds. We're good. We're good! We don't have time to get ammo. We have more than enough. We only really need like 70 ammo with the M8000. Now that Liberate is such a pronounced part of the strategy. Broke the lol train. The Daniel face, it's perfect. I almost removed that emote too. I just feel like it doesn't have a whole lot of really good uses. Alright, so we have to get lucky on Liberate on UB2. That will save us some time. And then play UB3 hella risky. We have tons of medicine. And then play UB4 like always. I mean, that fight is what it is. And then don't die on the runaway sequence. Could you imagine? It's racist. Oh, wow. Well, I have... No, Swain doesn't know. He's not ethnic. You want to shoot a baby in the face? Well, whether or not it's what I'm interested in doing, it's what I have to do for the good of the world. So... King, that is actually really well done. That's really well done. Don't run past the console. I've made that mistake the very first time I ever learned the run ever. I was like, well, why did I even bother, dude? It's way faster to just skip it. And then I was like, oh, that's why you bothered. Ever since then, I've never screwed that up. I have gone back a screen on accident. And I've only ever lost one run to the chase. Out of the probably 20 or so plus I've finished an entire run of. Outside of marathons. Alright, baby. Let's go. Let's get the invincibility skip on the baby. Let's have a really good UB2 Liberate luck. UB3. Oh, you know what? I actually noticed something that Ice Lion did on UB3 that made his UB3 way better. It didn't jump to corners because of the way he was positioned. So I'm going to see if maybe I can pull that out. Or figure out how he did it, or you know, do something similar. He basically kept him in the middle almost the entire time. It was crazy. You need more crits than that, man. Die! Took way more damage than I should have. When are you muting my game sound? I'll do that on the chase. I took way too much damage there, man. It's gonna make this fight a little bit more troublesome. I actually really like to hear the this guy sound makes when he dies. I should have liberated earlier. Now I gotta wait for the animation to split. 4 hits right off the bat. No! Come on, go back! Yes! That was really awful crit luck on the baby. I love that sound. The music here is crazy. Where you jumping, buddy? I'll wait. I gotta do it. I got iframes from that as well. Wait. I did make it in time. Wow, that's impressive. Oh, I healed 3 though. That was dumb of me. I should have used medicine. This fight's gonna take even longer now. Oh god, that's so bad. Gotta heal here as well. I'm playing like such a bitch right now, man. Ah, I hate playing like this, dude, but I healed like an idiot early. Please die. Wow, that was such a terrible fight. That was such a terrible fight, man. I got a bunch of iframes on using medicine in that fight. Why did I heal, dude? How stupid of me. How stupid. We bled like at least 30 seconds there. At least. So I've not been freed of the game at the very least. I might need to actually pop a heal here just to be safe. I mean, it's a free PB and it's not going to be as good as we thought, so fuck it. I only have medicine 3s left, which should be fine, but, you know, while we have 2 turns, we might as well. And then I don't get touched by, like, hardly any. It's not that bad. I didn't lose that much time. It should be in the 255 range as long as I don't fuck up this next part in the runaway. But 254 was possible. All I had to do was YOLO as hell and not make that huge, egregious mistake. Man, Plywood, Primus, the whole squad is here. What's going on, babies? It's good to see you. Like, you know UB3 is bad when he grabs you. You should literally never even see him grab you. You should never even know that he has that ability to grab you, because fights never go that bad. Ah! I should have topped 1 more heal while I had Enter 2. Because now I'm pretty scared. Oh, no, I'm not. See, I should just trust the vest, bro. Just trust the vest. And I never do when I'm on world record pace, which is when I should trust it the most. Alrighty. Somebody do the math. Primus, the math timing wizard, is here, so he should be able to give me a pretty good estimate of what we'll end up at. As long as I don't die. I mean, like, we could still lose. Let's go ahead and mute that shit real quick. I know what I'll do. I'll save. That's what I'll do. He's Canadian, so he's probably watching some Canadian shit. As long as I save the game here, I'll be fine, Kappa. I'm gonna let every screen load, man. I mean, even though I know exactly what screen's coming up next, I'm still gonna do it. 'Cause this is too free a run to just shit away on some BS. Why does she wait? She like waits till he gets in there and she's like, ha! Guess what? I'm blowing the ship up, bitch! Like, dude, leave! Leave! Not this again. Not this again. Oh, God. Fuck out. Fuck out of the ship. It's free. Yes! Yes! Finally! It's been like 8 months! We did it! Yes! 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 Oh. Yes, dude. Primus, I went to Chinatown twice. I went to Chinatown twice.
Let's
on accident.
With the foreplay.
My man Dylan with the 10 months. Making fun of me in the other room. I can hear you. God bless you, baby. Thank you so much. That's my roommate, so 10 months is to be expected. I'm actually kind of upset it's not 13 months, which is how long I've been streaming, 14, so, you know, obviously he's slacking. God, dude, I went to Chinatown twice. And then I butchered UB3. But I did get 121. This is a world record run with 121 in it. The first ever. The first ever we did it. I'm so done with this game. Before Warehouse? Yeah. So I went to the Chinatown. I was like, fuck, I got the micro Uzi. So I left Chinatown, went to the Warehouse, and then had to go back to Chinatown again. And then I didn't even get very many quick draws, dude. I'm pretty sure I lost time on quick draw. Maybe, I don't know. It probably saved a little bit, but at that point it wouldn't have been worth it. I should have just been like, nah. I have a godlike. Well, the big one was the centipede. The big one is hospital. I saved a lot of hospital time, even though I got an encounter. But my spider fight was fucking flawless. My T-Rex was flawless. Triceratops was flawless. I ended up with a perfect amount of EXP. Also, I got a pterodactyl and 2 armadillos as the final fight of the museum instead of like the double raptor armadillo, which I've never seen. I had a way better centipede this time. My last PB centipede was like 40 seconds of time loss. It was bad. Outside of that, man, I don't know. I really don't know where the time save came from. I mean, I think it's just with 30 seconds of time loss easy at the double centipede. Oh my god. So what do we have an estimate on time? Is it sub 255? Because if it is, I swear to God, I'm never playing this shit again. What's task time? Like a high 252, I think. With you know, not 121 or ice bullets and shit, I think. 254? You really think it's a 254, dude? I don't know. Are you running Parasite Eve blindfolded tomorrow? Yeah, I'm just done with this category, dude. Like, I'll do the meme shit, club percent, and all that stuff every once in a while. I'll do it blindfolded tomorrow. TAS is on some other... Dude, I need to go back and watch that TAS. You know what? Crazy? It's crazy. Sorry. But, so, the first time she stood me up, I got the sub 4 in Earthlock. The second time she stood me up, I got the great run in Parasite Eve. I hit the boat FMV at 39.30. That's pretty good. I used to shoot for a 240 finish of UB4. So that's how far I've come, I guess. Where I finished the whole fucking game before that. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Oh my god. I was like, you know, this is going too well. Something has to... As soon as I got 121, I was like, well, we're doomed. Because that's how it happens, right? Shiva was a single heal, but other than that, not a whole lot of issue. Time to go back to LST. Oh, no, I can't face that game again after how badly I botched it at that marathon. Maybe you should ask her out whenever you want good luck. But what if she's like, 24-hour LST? I couldn't even play that game for 24 hours. It's not even 24 hours of content. And it's in Japanese. Not like we could read it anyways. She's a good luck charm of standing you up. Man, what a double-edged sword of life that is. I'd be like, well, on the plus side, yeah, my girlfriend dumped me, but that should mean that I get pretty good luck in Parasite Eve tonight. If I could see the game through my tears. Yeah, see, that's the issue, is that my RNG was so good that it's going to take another run that works the exact same without going to Chinatown twice. And the biggest thing is 121, right? Like, even getting that, like, I've only done it like 4 or 5 times ever. And it's only been in a single run before that finished, and that's my console time. And this is the first PSP PB that's had 121 in it. Like, that's how rare that is. Yikes, man. Your wife was hit by a truck, but the Cubs won. It's like one of those things, it's like, tell me something that's gonna hurt me and make me happy at the same time. It's like your brother has a bigger wiener or whatever. It's like, well, hate to say it, but, you know, your ex-wife, she passed away today. I'll be like, oh my god, and they'll be like, but they figured out how to skip cutscenes in Parasite Eve. I'll be like, fuck it, we good. We good, boys. Oh my god. Dude, I would totally run an emulator hack that increases walking speed and has turbo built in and removes cutscenes. Enjoy a nice cozy 30-minute run. Oh man. That's it, boys. That's it. Don't trip over my PlayStation. Oh my god. God bless the Chuck. Woo! Oh. I don't even know what to do right now. Parasite Eve randomizer? That sounds like fucking awful, dude. That sounds like hell. Be like, oh, look. I guess I got ammo out of this chest. Yeah, it already is technically a randomizer. A warble, garble, garble. I need to watch that, actually. No, I don't. I don't want to do anything that'll affect my CPU whatsoever. Is he punching walls? No, I was my Chucky. Have you not seen it? Very delicate. Hey, Crazy Awesome, you'll appreciate this. The Lord of Cheese. I actually didn't want to. It's my Packers. It's got a Packers cheese on its head. And then I got like my Packers blanket wrapped around me. Did anybody see what time we hit the... Oh, 2:54. It's going to be a 2:54? Could have been a minute off task without all those time losses. Yeah, but... Dude, I need to watch the task. I don't understand what the task even... Like, what it does. It's got to be just the frame-perfect menus. The movement, obviously, is a big deal, but... To have worse strats and to still be at, like, an ungodly, like, unimaginable time. Maybe the mashing. When are we going to get a Chucky % run? That's what I'm saying. That task is so old, dude. With, like, perfect encounter RNG, I guess. Task doesn't go to Chinatown twice. Never live it down, dude. See, what breaks my heart now is I'll always be like, well, the run's not dead because there's Chinatown. We got time save at Chinatown. That sucks, dude. But, like, I don't know if I'm going to be willing to do more runs of this game if it's a 2:54 time. Like, I don't. I didn't think better than 2:54, like, high 2:54 was possible. Dude, I went, actually twice. In the very beginning of the game, I went to Carnegie Hall instead of the museum. Holy shit. And I was like, whatever, I'm rusty. Well, this is a no reset run. And then I got a 121, and I was like, holy shit. It's happening again, boys. Never seen a 2:55, and I never fucking will. Boom, 2 quick ones. 2 Chinatown quick ones. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what went wrong. I'm gonna have to go back and scour. Like, there's gotta be just like small optimizations and good luck. I mean, T-Rex went really well. Triceratops went really well. Spider was about as good as it's ever gonna be. I didn't use like, I used like a single medicine at Spider. Oh man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be at final boss kill or escape, or ship escape. But the in-game time functionality really makes it a hard selling point. You won't be able to eat General. It's funny you mention it because I'm almost exactly sure that my roommate made like teriyaki chicken for dinner. I'm gonna go eat it and be like... So let's say, for instance, let's say I don't go to Carnegie Hall, I don't go to Chinatown on accident, I don't screw up UB3. Is 2:53 possible? I don't know, man. I never thought, I mean, there was a time when I was like, sub 3 is gonna be like some crazy shit. Eat it twice. Just in time for the podcast. Everybody should run this game. It's a really easy run to learn. It's a really easy run to learn. I need to redo the video for it as well. My video tutorial was an absolute tragedy. 2:53 would be insane. I feel like I've already poured more effort into this game than I should have, like a year ago. My last 2 marathons have been sub 3, so maybe it's just a slow improvement of knowing how to play the game. I don't know. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you, dude. I don't know what I do differently now than I used to. Wow, dude. Crazy. You didn't stop. Yeah, dude, I couldn't do that to you. That Price is Right shit was so troll. I mean, so John Carls has played the game before. It's one of his favorite games, he says. And they added me to like a group Discord channel where they said that they're gonna be playing the game over the next week and a half and sending me any questions or things that comments they might have at that point. So the game has an interesting history, and if you look at all of the people who run the game, like I'm pretty sure the task was made before anybody ever did runs for some reason. Like the oldest possible archive I found about possibly running Parasite Eve was on SDA, and that first post on SDA was actually older than the task video on YouTube. So that's an interesting thing. Another thing is, like, look at, you got Plywood and Carcinogen and these survival horror game players that play Parasite Eve. You got Kios and myself, who are RPG. Primus plays Earthbound. Like, there's so much, Final Fantasy. Like, there's this weird spread of genres and different games and stuff like that. And they all play Parasite Eve. It's got, like, the weirdest, most diverse, stylistic leaderboard as far as like what people are into and what they're usually comfortable with doing. It's really odd, but it's cool. I mean, it's like the only game I've ever seen that where it's like it blends so many of those people. Yeah, Crazy Awesome plays Barbie games and other various Game Boy titles. Oh man, I'm getting nervous. Please be a 254, please. I trust Primus though. He's usually almost always on, like exactly to the second on point. There you go. My sum of best is better than a 253. Or not even my sum of best. Just this gold split. Plywood runs Rugrats. Exactly. Come on. Yeah! 254, baby! Yes! Yes, I've been freed! I'm freed from the shackles of this game! I'm free! Oh my god, I'm liberated. No pun intended. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. There's easily 36 seconds of time save in Chinatown twice, Carnegie Hall, and UB3. Easy. God, am I really free is the question. Do I have the mental fortitude to never come back? Running this game. Yeah, by the way, we are doing blindfolded tomorrow. Oh my god, thank you guys so much for the GGs. Oh my god. This category is going to be hard to improve, man. I just don't know if it's worth my time. I don't know if I could have gotten 252, but 253 was definitely an option had I not screwed up so much. Definitely. I got an NYPD encounter. I got a hospital encounter. I went to Carnegie Hall on accident. Went to Chinatown on accident. UB3 was not as clean as it should have been. Not even close. Oh, Eve was not great either. But everything else went pretty much perfect. So that's where your time save is. I got 121 in a run. That's all that matters to me. Just doing that in and of itself is almost like, it's so hard, dude. It's so hard. What do you do with your life now? Go into a deep depression. Oh man, you can't sink much deeper than rock bottom, my friend. Why do you think I run this game in the first place? Yeah, and until I got to museum and the room where you get the clamp key, I looked at my PB and was like, holy shit, we are really ahead right now. That is crazy. Oh my god. Is it possible to PB without them? It's possible to PB without 121 for sure. Micro Uzi, probably. I don't know. I don't think that the M10 and lack of 121 loses more than 40 seconds. Fuck, it might actually. That's a lot. Those are two pretty big deals. I don't know. Also, I got, instead of the pterodactyl fight, I got the raptor and 3 lizards fight, which took 6 turns instead of 2. Yeah, every time the girl bails on me, man, I PB, and it's a big one. Sub 4 Earthlock and 254 Parasite Eve, dude. Like, this is something that I just thought was possible. I never even thought that, like, it'd be realistic or a goal. So M10, worst case scenario, M10 and 121. That's about, if 30 seconds plus 20 seconds. Get M10, don't even go to a warehouse. Exactly. Yeah, Chinatown is correct in that sense. I should have just, I don't know. I wonder how much time I lost by exiting and re-entering Chinatown. I wonder if it was less time than I saved by having Quick Draw. It definitely felt like it. Quick Draw did not activate nearly as often as it usually does. There was a lot of fights I had to do without it. But it was big. It came. I had it in Triceratops and T-Rex, which is super helpful. Wow, dude, I'm blown away, man. Let's see what my sum of best is now, although that's not really realistic. Because sum of best would assume you never get a single repeat encounter, which is, you know, you would then lose time to not having Liberate. And I did get hit by a bat. Yeah, that was pretty ugly. And I healed like a bitch, dude. I played like the most pansy ass. I played like a total pansy. Like, I was a minute and 50 seconds ahead at Evolution. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.